We're gonna make you faster, stronger, just as I expected. Come on, baby. No. Stand clear. Don't worry, girl. We're gonna get you back on high beams again.
Man, I thought you were coming out here to work on this car.
Oh man, I just got into some deep thought on it.
Alright, come here and check out this video.
Alright. Hey everybody, welcome to NSB Custom Cars. We have a new guest car in the garage. It's a 1970 Grand Prix Pontiac. It's got a 455 400 transmission, automatic transmission in it. Car looks pretty nice. Let's take a look at it, and I'm going to give you a little story on this car. So this car, back in 2004, so that's 15 years ago, was brought to me, and I did pretty much a frame off restoration on the frame, the motor, everything mechanical. Old buzzer buzzing, making some noise. But the car used to be green, and after I got done redoing this whole car, they took it and had it painted. And 15 years later, they still haven't got this car back in their possession to where they can enjoy it, because of problems they've had with the paint and other issues with the car. So now I've got it back again, and this time we're going to get it finished up and get it done. Hopefully the customer can have his car back. So when I got this car, you know, I got it tuned up. We put some plug wires in it, and this was, you know, 15 years ago. It's been stored for a long time. Got it running. We give it a little test drive on it. Go! Pretty much brought it back in. Took the front end off the car, the motor, transmission out, took the body off the frame, completely redone the frame, had the frame turned up sideways. It was all painted after I sandblasted it and hand buffed it, and put everything new, all new transmission lines, fuel lines, everything in this car underneath is brand new. The motor compartment, I detailed it out, everything brand new. It looked nice. So after seeing some of these pictures that you're looking at, that we're showing you, let me show you what we got now after 15 years. and the car's only has, from the time that I've done this, 880 miles on it. Alright, I got the car up in the air, and let me see. I know it's kind of hard to see some of these things, you know, in black paint on a camera, but I'm going to try. I don't know if you can. We're going to try to get some view on this. I got light too. I want to try. As you can see, where they were buffing it, I don't think they had the emblems off or anything, and they couldn't get in there. That's still not buffed out. The top part from that ridge up looks fine. Then you start coming down the car, and let me get over here where you can see this other angle. Like you can see all of that around that vent, they didn't buff out. Coming down the door, all that still scratch marks on it. And we even get to right, let's see if we can get it. You can see the 3 finger marks on the sandpaper when they were sanding it, and still haven't got it buffed out. And the big thing on everything, and when you get into the corners of the, let's see if I can see it, but I get the light on it just right. It's kind of hard to see that, but you can tell they didn't even take this chrome piece off when they sand and buffed, because I don't know if they did some touch-up paint or what, but you can tell they taped it off because it's got paint on there. It's like that. It doesn't even make sense why they done all that. But when you get back here, you can see we're coming down and the paint's just flaking off. Let's show you what the color of the car used to be. All that green paint, they didn't even wrap around, and you can see where they still haven't buffed it out. But the car used to be green. That's the color. Then we come back across to the other side. You can tell when he was buffing, you can see that little bit of green all the way around that corner there, but yet it's black on the other side. That's where they burnt through the paint when they was buffing. But this side's just as bad. It's got, you can see all the scratches. That's where and that's it. I've tried wiping all that off. That's running down the door. It's like where they sanded, and it's, once you get that black paint loose, or actually the clear coat loose, and it runs down, it re-sticks. So that's going to have to be all sanded and buffed off. Actually, the car's going to have to be repainted. The paint, I think in spots they got it too hot when they buffed. I mean, look around, look at all the stuff around that, all the scratches, and you can see it all around this light. All right, now let's start going through the imperfections of even putting the car together when they took some of this stuff apart to paint a long time ago. As you can see, this one I can put my finger in between the gap they got. They don't even have this in there right. The emblem is crooked. Look at the whole, I don't know what that. And now check out the bumper. The bumper is touching the chrome on this, and up top got a huge gap. And then even on the hood, I'm gonna get you up here. Big gap underneath it. The whole nose is pointing downward. Then we come over here to this side on the bumper. I mean, you can see, you know, we're almost level, and it still needs to go up a little bit on that side. Underneath, I went to turn the headlights on, and I had to plug them in on this side. But as you can see, we got a missing bolt here, got a missing bolt here, a missing bolt there. Then whoever did the motor last time, The shroud bolt's not on that one. There's no shroud bolt holding on that one. And this just whole metal just, I don't know. Let me see if we can, look right there. Let's see if you can see it. I'm gonna try to get you in there. That's the plug for the lights. Not even plugged in. There's the other one. Didn't plug the lights in. Like, then when they put the motor back in, I don't know if they put a new hose, but that's a big no-no. You don't have a hose sitting on the steering that's gonna go back and forth where a hole is. You know, they need to trim that hose, make it shorter up top when they put that on. I don't know. I mean, people just, I don't know what's going on. But this car was really nice. Now we can look underneath this car. It's not, you know, it's not that pristine, pretty black like it was when it left 15 years ago. But I'm gonna clean this up, and I'm thinking I'm gonna shoot some undercoat on it, and which I'll take the line off because the motor and stuff's gonna come out. I noticed I got a little drip coming here, so we're gonna put a seal in. And even the gas tank, you know, looks pretty good. I had that all painted and done pretty nice, but it's starting to get a little bit of rust coming back on it, so I'm gonna drop it and repaint it. We're gonna get all this back like it needs to be. You can see a little bit of dirt. I don't know if the car sat outside somewhere or for a while, but 15 years of not sitting. I mean, everything's still brand new as far as ball joints and brakes, everything, that's fine. All the lines, everything's good. We just got to clean it up, make it look a little bit better. You can see how big a gap we got here. Now, this car always had some gap, but not that much. This whole beak, I call it, is angled downward. It needs to come up a little bit, and then once again you see that. But here's another big one. Look at the chrome piece that's coming down. Look at that big gap in there. Comes up, and the reason they have that done that way, you know, this side don't look too bad, but it's still just not fitting in that pocket right. The lettering's upside down here, and it's all upside down here, which tells me that's supposed to be at the bottom. So that means this light belongs over there, that light belongs over here. So they'd even messed that up. Right here, starting about right here somewhere, it says Grand Prix. And it's supposed to be a bunch of holes in this hood. Somehow the holes disappeared and we don't have them no more. So that's kind of messed up. And also I noticed when I had this car in a trailer, the bumper not even tight on the car, fixing to fall off. Yeah, they just, I don't know what they were thinking when they put this car together, or who put it together, but they didn't know what they were doing. So here's inside the motor compartment. It's not really bad. It's just got a lot of, I'm saying, some sand and dust when they painted it and all, but it's got a little bit of wear and tear. You can see all the dust on the breather. You can see the back firewall. I mean, it's holding up pretty good. You can see where they slung paste all up in the hood. I don't know. Well, we're gonna get her back going. So that's pretty much everything on this car at this point that I can do. Right now I gotta make a list, get everything ordered that we're gonna do to this car before I tear it apart. So we'll get everything here. That way I can pull the car in, we're gonna blast it apart, fix everything, put it back together, it's gonna be done. So until then, I'm gonna probably go back and start working on the satellites some. So don't forget to like us. Hope you liked our little video. And till next time, bye.